Pepsi-Cola, the choice of a new generation.
To watch the following special about thrill rides, you must be as tall as this rabbit's hand.
Whee!
No, okay, just this once.
TV5 presents, a local special. Hey, pretty good. Robin Roberts is host. I wonder what it's about.
When there is an element of danger or risk or implied risk or danger, our body has a central machine that starts to prepare. So what happens in an intense emotional situation does all those things, including dumping those endorphins into the brain. So that can have a very stimulating feel to it.
If you need a scientific explanation, there it was. Loving thrill rides is a lot like eating liver or drinking rosé. Those who love to need no explanation. Those who hate to find no explanation possible. But millions of people have spent billions of dollars and thousands of hours on hundreds of contraptions for more than a century here in America, looking for the big thrill.
It started with big ice slides in Russia in the 1600s. They were copied in France in the early 1800s. 1848, the first looping ride is built. 1884, American LaMarcus Thompson builds his first coaster at Coney Island. And the fun hasn't stopped since. By 1929, there were almost 1,300 roller coasters in America, surely the most famous being the Cyclone at Coney Island. But the Depression and World War II reduced that 1,300 to 200. Hundreds met fates like the one at Lakewood Fairgrounds. At least this one made it into a movie. But even though most of the wooden coasters were down, they were not out. And great days were on the way for thrill riders. A little tension and suspense, a thrill ride pops up. Steven Spielberg movies demonstrate a clear affection for everything from runaway Ferris wheels to runaway mine trains. And what do critics often say a good thriller is like? You'll see a lot of these coasters again. This is Colossus. This is the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And this is the Giant Dipper. This classic was built in 1924 and is one of the few left from the first great era of coaster building.
A roller coaster renaissance started, and one of the first of the brand new good old coasters was built here at Six Flags Over Georgia, the Great American Scream Machine.
The Scream Machine, which is called an out and back coaster, since it goes out and comes back, was designed by John Allen, one of the great coaster makers, and it was built by Bill Cobb.
Six Flags Over Georgia is more of a family type ride where grandma and grandpa bring the grandchildren out, or mom and papa brings the children out, and they all ride it. It's not real rough.
John Allen also built the Racer at Kings Island the same year he did the Scream Machine. It hit speeds of 60+ miles an hour, and since 1983 has been the only coaster with a train that runs the 3,500-foot track backwards. It's also the coaster on which Don Helbig, obviously a member of the American Coaster Enthusiasts, has ridden more than 7,000 times, thus maintaining his world's record.
A lot of things are involved in the thrills a coaster supplies. For instance, it's not just how long the drop is, it's how short the time is from the top of the drop to the bottom. The Texas Cyclone's drop is less than 100 feet, but you fall at 53 degrees.
Six Flags Astroworld hired Bill Cobb to outdo the Coney Island Cyclone. He figures he did.
They wanted something that would attract attention, get the teenagers and let them talk about it. It generally does what it was designed to do. That is, scare the heck out of them, bang them around slightly.
It's apt to do that even better if you ride it like we did after a rain. Coasters go faster wet, and this one can hit 65 dry.
Every new coaster made and makes record-breaking claims. Like Colossus here at Magic Mountain. It made the Guinness Record Book for the largest dual-track wooden coaster. It is the first coaster to feature 2 drops of more than 100 feet.
Drops total 220 feet, and the curves are just ways to get to more hills. It figures that the state that has Colossus, California, ranks second in the country in number of coasters with 19. Only Pennsylvania has more, 23. Colossus has a worthy rival in size and variety, the American Eagle, which debuted at Six Flags Great America in 1981. Its 147-foot first drop is one of the best anywhere. And it is just short of a mile long, with a spiral that's almost as good as the first drop.
I prefer wooden coasters because wooden coasters are, I think they're a softer ride.
Well, here's the most wood and the most coaster anywhere, the Beast at Kings Island. This is a coaster statistician's dream. The ride lasts nearly 4 minutes. It starts from a 135-foot drop, gets to speeds of nearly 65 miles an hour, and runs on 1.5 miles of tracks.
Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see.
A coaster has 2 things. It's entertainment for the people that's on it, and it's entertainment for the people that's watching. You always put a surprise in it, something that they're not expecting.
And of all his coasters, which one does Bill Cobb find the most entertaining?
Of all the coasters we've done, Montreal. He just glide around it.
Top of the world, down on creation.
For some people, this is the worst, which means it's the best part of the ride, because you know you're going to take the ride, that there's no turning back, no getting off.
But every thrill ride isn't a roller coaster, as you'll see next when we get off the tracks for a while.